CP3, Chris Paul going to the San Antonio Spurs was a great move for him and the Spurs. He signed for $11 million, and I just want to say the Spurs is top five, one of the greatest franchises in the NBA. Pop is top five coach ever to coach, and the Spurs are fundamental. We know Popovich lay up, box out, pass the ball. He's not flashy. He's fundamental. Which they call Tim Duncan the big fundamental. I got a cousin that love him, but Chris Paul they call him the point guard, which is fundamental. Like, he's a traditional point guard. He's like the last breed of that. And it's gonna work because he's gonna fit into the system easily, man. Chris Paul gonna pass first. He can score. He just so fundamentally sound. And people like Chris Paul and LeBron, they player coaches. They coaches on the court. You know, he doing his State Farm thing. So him, that's a great move. Then you got Wimbledon. Chris Paul finna maximize this man potential like no other, man. Like, think about it. When Chris Paul was on the Clippers, Blake Griffin was the star. Kill commercial, dunk contest, all-star game, dunking on people. Cause Chris Paul put him into position for the lobs and to get rebounds, and it was Lob City. So what I'm saying is, Blake Griffin was a great dunker. He was a good player, but we know he wasn't like, as far as a power forward, he wasn't like a Tim Duncan or KG or nothing like that. But Chris Paul, giving him the game and giving him the ball, it made him look great, made him look so good. He was the poster child. He was dunking on everybody. He got paid good, man. So, and that was because of Chris Paul knew how to maximize Blake Griffin potential. Now you got a 7'5" defense and offensive player, shoot threes, can do it all, dribble. You know what Chris Paul finna do with that? Cause Blake Griffin, some of them guys, they couldn't dribble, but he was alright. But Wimbledon can do it all on both sides. Chris Paul finna feed him the ball. This man's 7'5", so Chris Paul's just gonna lob it up every time. And that's what the Spurs need. They need that veteran player in the locker room. And Chris Paul he still got it. He still got something in the tank. And Wimbledon, rookie of the year, doing what he do, breaking records as a rookie. Man, his second year finna be crazy. He got Chris Paul. Is y'all listening to what I'm saying? CP3, Chris Paul the point guard, basically finna mold Wimbledon, man, for the NBA, man, as far as on and off the court. Man, assist rate finna be up. He finna know when, hold him accountable, let him know where he need to be on the floor, on offense and defense. Cause like I said, point guard, man. It's just gonna be like Pop on the court, except for CP3. And Spurs finna turn up. That might been the greatest move, man. Somebody, cause young talent, they need that veteran in the locker room, and they need that veteran start. And Chris Paul, he the man for the job. I don't think nobody could have did it better than Chris Paul, man. It's on and cracking. So shout out to the Spurs, Wimbledon, CP3. I can't wait to see what's gonna happen next season, man. Y'all stay tuned.